Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come for the crypto neo news, education, and opportunities. My name is Lucas, and this is your CSA crypto service announcement. This is not financial advice. This is not legal advice, commercial advice, medical advice, marital advice. It's crypto education, research just being shared. Do your own research. And we've got information, we've got playlists, videos on all sorts of crypto projects. We like to talk about economics and what's going on in the world at large and how it affects blockchain. So take a look, subscribe, notification bell. You know what to do. If you're a whale and you'd like to show some support, we've got those crypto addresses below. But what is the crypto service announcement? How do you get to become a whale? Where are the whales going? What do you do when the markets turn bearish? Well, is it a coincidence that while the crypto markets at large are going down and correcting, which we've been saying for a long time, and we'll continue to say that this is just the beginning, and we'll explain why, more videos on this to come, but the crypto markets are heavily correlated to traditional finance and DeFi at large, and crypto is heavily funded and supported and leveraged by traditional markets. So we'll see as traditional finance corrects, we'll see that effect take place in crypto as well. But that's not what this is about. What this is about is, notice that there are projects that aren't so VC institutionally funded and created and controlled. And one of those is Hex. Now, we've talked about Hex video on time value currency. And in fact, we mentioned that Hex is very unique in its economic innovation. Now, there is a tab here. Hex is a Nobel Prize worthy economics breakthrough. And we would agree as far as many applications for what it does for, it's the Cantillon effect, which we talk about a lot as a time value currency, rewarding stakers and savers versus miners and validators and other systems of security. But this is the most decentralized and most secure because it's a smart contract secured by a blockchain. And the smart contract secured. The security is not contingent upon the blockchain, but there's more happening. So we have a flight to quality video. We have a couple more videos coming out. This is just a crypto service announcement about Hex. Why about Hex? Well, in Elon Musk. What does that have to do with Elon Musk? Well, Elon Musk just took over Twitter on some level, is a lot more involved in Twitter over free speech. Well, if you look at the Pulse sacrifice, which was to Hex, there's a new EVM. Hex is built on Ethereum, which is an EVM, Ethereum virtual machine. And there are other smart contracts platforms that are EVMs that are built on that same language. PulseChain stands to be the best, the fastest, cheapest, the most well-built of all the EVMs. It's about to launch. It's basically doing what Ethereum set out to do in many ways. And there is a massive airdrop. The largest airdrop in crypto history potentially is coming to PulseChain because all of the ERC20 tokens that people have in Ethereum, people, not institutions, is being copied over to PulseChain. So that doesn't mean the value, it's a whole market, it's going to be created from it, but the tokens themselves on an EVM chain. And why does that matter? Well, a lot of people can no longer build, develop, and work on Ethereum because the gas fees are so high. It's really, really, really bad. What am I talking about here? I'm talking about PulseChain sacrifice, creating a set of people that believe speech is a protected human right, and blockchains are speech. Sacrifice to prove you believe. So the idea is that Richard Hart is big into protecting human rights, freedom of travel, freedom of speech. Really, one of the few energies out there sticking to the potential, harmonious solutions that banking the unbanked and what crypto blockchain, the technology was all about, the ethos that started. So we've continued to appreciate and support that. And so look, a lot's going on. You've got Hex, you have PulseChain, and now there's more about Hex. I mean, Hex is it's the most successful crypto in the last since it's been created. I'm pretty sure it's outperformed every other crypto since it's come into existence since in its last 2 years. And so if you're looking at places during bear markets and for the long term, I would say don't bet on a losing horse. This is not financial advice, but I remember 2 years ago when it was less than a penny, and that's just 2 years ago, I think. So this is a great time, still early, still cheap in many ways. And this is really the market in general. Now I do feel that there's consolidation to take place and a correction across the board. However, Hex is designed and built differently, and regardless, it's always good, often, sooner or later, just enough to play with, to learn, to get involved. Especially Hex is something that you stake, and the sooner you stake it, the more you accrue in the long run. When the price goes up, you'll have more Hex anyway. So it absolutely benefits you to stake it early and get in there if you're just going to set it and forget it. And average dollar cost, there's different ways to go about it. Absolutely. But it's interesting to see that Hex is pumping. A free speech run by Richard Hart is someone who, since he's been on Twitter, and he's really just stood his ground and absolutely won debates against popular Bitcoiners or thinkers, Peter Schiff, other people. He's just completely demolished them in debates. And I have learned a lot from him. Many people have learned a lot from him since before Hex. He's been a great educator in this space. I always recommend following him, listening to him. And Hex is, it's immutable, it's decentralized, it's better than Bitcoin in how it functions in many ways. Although got a video on Bitcoin fundamentalism, because although we're not maximalists, we do have a strong love and understanding and appreciation for the fundamentals and the value of Bitcoin as the foundation. But yeah, Hex is something to take a look at. And what else do I have up here? Okay, we've gone through Hex, gone through PulseChain, the Pulse sacrifice to show the free speech. Oh, same day Elon Musk buys Twitter, Richard Hart is verified. Oh, Richard Hart hadn't been verified. He's got, developed a crypto blockchain. It's been around for many, many years. And it's just silly that it took him this long, but he's verified the same day Elon Musk buys Twitter. And Richard Hart, he's on all the time on YouTube and Twitter Spaces, sharing his time to help explain and teach people about blockchain and crypto and Hex and PulseChain now. So take a look at that. But this was it. Do you think Elon Musk buying Twitter and Richard Hart being verified and Hex pumping when the rest of the market is dumping? I would say that if Elon Musk is one who supports free speech, I mean, not if, he obviously does, and innovation and brilliant technology, then of all the cryptos, when you really start peeling behind, now there's Bitcoin, there's some proof of work. A lot of these are stable coins, Tether, Binance Coin, Binance or USDC. There's other EVMs like Solana, and there's Ripple, which is something a lot different. Terra Luna, we talk about the IBC, and that is connected to the largest decentralized stablecoin, UST. And we've got another EVM Avalanche, Cardano, Polkadot, another smart contract platform. There's that Terra USD to the Luna. Beyond stable coins and a few proof, there's only so much going on and happening out there. Smart contract blockchains, whether they're proof of stake, proof of work, they are there for, they're not themselves as, how do I say, complete. Like they're not as decentralized. They're not as equal. They may have fees that prevent people from having access, but you can build a smart contract on these chains that have different mechanics. And that's what Hex is. Hex is built on Ethereum. You can take the smart contract and move it over to another chain and allow it to operate. And it's the time value currency. It's a beautiful thing how it rewards savers and rewards delayed gratification, and it burns for those who buy like a bond or a CD. For those who purchase with Hex, it burns the Hex, takes it off the market, and whoever has liquid Hex has more purchasing power. It's clean, it's simple, it's elegant. And okay, the other was Binance Coin. This is Binance stablecoin USD. But here we go. Polygon, an EVM to help Ethereum. All these are to help Ethereum because Ethereum is too slow, too sluggish, too expensive on its own. And that's what PulseChain is all about. So the crypto service announcement is, if you're not already involved in Hex, if that's not something you've already done, then you do it. Just do it. Just get some Hex and stake it. Like, why would you be all over crypto and check out different things, all these EVM chain platforms, all these proof of work? Why would you not take the first of its kind, and it's so cheap, and just take a chunk? Literally $100 can be $1,000 in a year with this kind of a thing. And Hex is that's very, very possible. Not financial advice, but easily I could easily see Hex 13 cents be $1.30 in 1 to 2 years. Easy. Or where am I? There we go. Dogecoin. Passing Dogecoin for sure. And yes, what else? It's that's your CSA. Elon Musk, Twitter, Richard Hart, Hex, PulseChain airdrop coming out. We'll have more videos to talk about, pardon me, what's going on in the market at large, why these dumps are happening, and why we can expect more. Believe it or not, yes, more of this I feel is just not the beginning, but we're still working our way through some major corrections in the market. And beyond that, it's still a good, beautiful time to be alive. Welcome to crypto. If you're new, it's a great time to start learning. These are the times to get involved. Or if you've been involved, don't walk away, because you look for those projects that are still developing, that are still building, despite the bearish markets. Like after the 2017 ICO days, there were some pump and dumps that walked away, and the NFT community, they didn't come back. Like there weren't NFT communities back then, but I'm saying like today. But when you look for those projects that are developing, that are building, those communities are strong, that are around, that's when you can see when the bull market comes back, where that latent value is ready to rocket ship to the next level. And you'll find those, we will see, I feel, not a decoupling of the whole market, but a decoupling of individual applications and chains. We've talked about secret network and the privacy applications with Alter, and we've got a video on Jackal, and there's just some amazing applications being built out there. So look for where there's going to be value added and built in blockchain, because at the end of the day, it is a technology to be used, and it's been around for years, and there are people developing and finding ways to add utility and value and bring use to Web 3.0. So crypto service announcement. The long story short is Richard Hart, Hex, crypto. Yeah, Elon Musk, Twitter too. It's all kind of connected. I think maybe not. Doesn't really matter. What really matters is don't miss out on something that you were around for in its early days. Hex is only 2 years old, less than maybe. It's still young. It's still early. And I feel that it would be a disservice if I did not mention this at where we're at, as we mentioned in the past, but we'll continue to mention it because it's about news, education, and opportunities. And if this could be an opportunity for all those who follow us and support us on this channel to say, oh, I really thank you for that. That really helped out me and my family. And this is what crypto is all about. That is what crypto is all about. Banking the unbanked, financial freedom, and good times. Until the next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste, y'all.